Hello, my loves. My chulos. Listen, let me give you a hug first. Because I just came back from the hospital and I had a procedure done. They have to IV me here.
The new
And
Scooby.
another one here, and then my thing.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Ellie with Scooby, look at
I just got back right now.
Ellie with Scooby.
And when I got back, send that to me.
It's an actual picture, lost and found pets.
Really?
Yeah, it's just
That's not ours.
No.
Look at Julia. I saw this post, this TikTok thingy. And they had put shredded chicken, broccoli,
Why?
Parmesan cheese,
All the way.
Carmelicho. I think another layer of chicken.
What?
And then that's it. And then she put cheese on top, mozzarella cheese on the top like that. Spread out. But I told you that I wanted some, but with like, the pie crust that you can open like this. And she put it on top so it makes it look like a pot pie. And so she had already ordered churches and they got here when we got here. So she made me bacon, broccoli, the little pie, and I'm just gonna eat a little bit of coleslaw. Oh, and the big old frankfurters. I feel very tired, guys. So after this, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna try to make it a short video for my sake. But yeah, thank you for all the comments and everything, and on Facebook. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go in there and answer y'all when I finish. When I go to my.
Did you tell me she was pregnant?
Yeah, she is pregnant.
I think bacon is the best
Taste
taste in the world. Bacon. I was gonna drink water. Well, so and I saw this here on the table. But I saw McDonald's, but I guess they went early to get breakfast. And then in my fridge I had a gallon of sweet tea, of unsweet tea, but it's sweetened with whatever. And I tasted it right now and it was real good. It says, does you want más? Yes. So it's their cup, but I love keeping all these damn cups.
Her mouth is blue.
Her mouth is wet.
The baby's turning blue.
No te entiendo.
The baby is turning blue.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna die. When they turn blue. They're watching LA though?
Grey's Anatomy.
No.
Grey's Anatomy. Really? We went back to Grey's Anatomy?
No, Samantha's watching Grey's Anatomy.
Samantha's watching Grey's Anatomy. I eat these girls. Let me eat my broccoli because I need green vegetables.
I was trying to burn it. You know how I told you it
She
tastes
likes
better
to
when
burn,
it's
char it a
crispy?
little.
But it was getting burned.
And she won't put cheese on it, and I love it with cheese.
And he's still alive too.
Yeah.
I feel tired, guys. Like, it's because we got up at 5:30,
Ben
5:45.
Warren is back in there too.
And I had to get ready real fast. I couldn't wear a lot of makeup, so I don't have my eyelashes, I don't have my eyeliner, my lipstick had already worn off.
Oh, the iodine. I'm gonna have to do that a little.
So how many hours was I actually in there after all?
Probably like 4.5.
1.5 hours.
Well, it wasn't a 4.5 hour procedure. It was just like the whole time of getting you situated,
Prepped.
doing everything.
Yeah. And they didn't numb me.
You're awake during the whole thing?
Yeah, but sometimes I would feel like pain a little, and I would tell them, ow, but all sleepy. Like, you know, when you're totally sleepy, you can't even talk like that. But they had the music on, so I would go, you know, and stuff. Y ya el doctor que estaba bien bueno.
Yeah.
That doctor has a beautiful body for his age. Oh, bunch of gray hair, all of it. But come real pretty like that. His name is Dr. Raja.
Chain?
Yeah.
And the other hot guy was named George. And I was like, because you put 80s music. And then I said, are you the one that put that music? Dijo, Dr. Raja loves that. And I was like, he said, I like it too, but I was more like heavy metal rock. And I said, I was into everything.
Max Elliott. No.
Well, where they're talking,
Elliot, man.
and then I said, pues, ¿cuántos años tienes? And he says, 51. And I said, no lie. I thought you were like 38. Dije, you know what? I can see your age now, but in your beard. So, yeah. He had a goatee. But right here,
Let's go to it.
you can see the gray hair. I don't know, I don't color it, but
Okay, no.
I didn't have a chance to. Yeah, ese se veía bien guapo el güey. ¿Qué, mamá?
I'm gonna take the knife over.
Ya. Acá la niña va a ir por el niño. Ya hay que comer niños churches.
And broccoli. Make sure he eats broccoli.
Thank you, Mama. He's tired too, because we all got up at like 5:45. Did you showered in the morning?
Yeah, but I'm sick. Make sure Jesse eats broccoli.
Is there more bacon there for Jesse?
Yeah.
Okay. Bacon is a big treat here in my house. Because bacon, even the cheapest kind with all the fat, is like $4. But the other ones that are better brands, $5-6. I'm talking about the regular little box. But there's some that are up to like $20, and it's the expensive one. Red Bull y la chingada, no sé cómo se. Quítate, papá, por favor, déjame comer a gusto. Vete con Samantha, con Julia. Vete con Julia, please. Que no me deja comer a gusto. Not today, darling. Se mete por acá abajo. Está bien trucha. Hi, guys. What a difference we're missing today, huh? No, it's because I was going to have that done. And I didn't want to tell them at church because, I'm sorry, guys, I'm not wearing a bra. Sorry. Let's put them together. Hold on. Let's have some togetherness. A little bit of togetherness. Do you see, I told you, they're so freaking wobbly and old. They look like bull balls. And the bullshit. Bullshit. You see, it's already here. No. Oye, did you go get the ashes?
No, until tomorrow.
Isn't today Tuesday?
Monday. You little.
Monday, you little. ¿A qué hora venir temprano?
Pues no sé.
Make sure she calls first to make sure that they're ready.
We
'cause
did
it's
call,
fun.
and I don't know why they don't want to answer.
I don't know why either.
Rita, or when I
Maybe
go
they're
with Jesse,
closer.
I'll call the vet and tell him that if Scoopy's ashes is done.
Already?
Yeah. It was
And then
gonna
what
take
time
a
will it-
week. That's why I had to stay to wait for the ashes.
And then ask them, what time can I go pick them up? And then when she says 1 o'clock, whatever, ask her. And who am I talking with, please? That way they don't get there and they say, no, we know. Who called you? Do you know? No, yo ando me pongo una bola.
I'll just say, I'm the one that called. I'm just gonna say,
When I was working at Briley as a telemarketer, I already told you, for 3 months straight, I was the #1 seller. And I got a certificate for etiquette. I have good etiquette, guys. Great etiquette. I get through all the bullshit big time on the phone. And I had the most sales and I made the most money off of the promos, like, we had stuff on promotion, right? On sale. We were probably going to have it like the whole month, right? And they would send us a flyer to each of us where it would say promos of the week. And you had some, like, let's say towels that were marked down like $10 more, okay? And whenever somebody would call, see, they didn't know how to, these co-workers of mine didn't know how to throw the rollo. I've always known how to throw a rollo, okay? And what it is you have to push for the sale. Whatever sales we have, if we have towels, like 3, 4 things, 5 things, you gotta push for it. Try to convince them to buy it. That's the shit. That's what you gotta do. But if you can convince them and they say yes, boom. You get a quarter. It's a little bit. I'm sure it's now more per sale that you make, right? Okay. And they'd give you that check I don't remember what time of the month, but I would always rake in at least $300, and that was just extra stuff from the promo. See, a lady would call and say, I would be, I would say like, because they had a lot of departments, right? So I worked for Chadwick a long time. Chadwick's a boss, and this is Irma. How can I help you? You gotta sound very like that, right? Nobody knows how to throw those voices there. Nobody did. I thought I had something here, and they would all stare at me, and they would all. My supervisor would come in and say, guys, before you begin your shift, let's have a round of applause for Irma. Well, I was Ortega back then. I was in Meridia. Párate. He would call me Zebra. Párate, Zebra. And I would stand up and that I had the most, and here's your certificate. And she had the most promos of everybody. Everybody would get not even 100, guys. Not even 100. Because they wouldn't try. And I did. Because like I told you, I threw Royal. And for 3 months straight, I was #1 seller and operator every single day. I mean, I was fucking proud of that. So that's it. I would make them feel so good, like if they're talking to a friend, right? So let's say it was if I could tell from the voice that he was somebody of color. No offense to anybody. One time they called, and it said something Jones, and then I said, "Girl, does anybody ever tell you me and Mrs. Jones?" So I'd have her laughing immediately. And then let's say she would say, "Well, what was your name again, Irma?" "Well, it's nice to meet you. You're very friendly. Why?" And I would say, "I know." And then I would tell them, "So what are you in the mood for today?" "I need to get me some stuff for the house, I said, "Okay." And then I would tell her, "Am I mailing this to the address?" "Yes." "Is this also your billing address?" "Yes." "Okay." So I'd get that out of the way. That's what you got to do first. And then I'd be like, it would say like, "What I actually need is some towels." Boom, the word towels. Right away I would jump in there. "Well, guess what, Mrs. Jones? We have towels on sale right now. You should take advantage." Where are they? And I'll be like, "Look on page whatever. You see them towels right there? Those are regular priced at $29.99 the whole set. And today you can get them for $17 or $15 or whatever." And they go for it. So then you hit boom. That they sold it. But let me tell you something. A lot of people were getting fired because they would try to sell them, and when they would say no, they would push send, and they would bill them for that. And then people started calling and complaining. And on the page of the order is the page of the operator. So they'd get them. And my friend, my supervisor, he knew that I was legit, right? So he would tell them once in a while, like, "Guys, I want you to gather around. I want you to watch how take a call." Because everybody would say, like if they're reading it, right? The script. "Okay, where address? Okay. No. It'll take 5 to 10 shipping days to get to you." Well, he would tell them all to come here and listen to me. So I would do my show, but it was me, right? That's the way I sell it. And they would see that I would even stand up because I would get more excited and be like that. Everybody would always see me. And guys, try to do like what Irma's doing. Get friendly with your customer. But this was the thing. We had a time limit. We only had like 3.5 minutes to get the order, confirm the address, I couldn't repeat the visa numbers or whatever, but I said, "Mama, I would pay attention." Anyways. One time, a detective called me. And you could tell he was with a friend, with a guy friend. This guy sounded like he was like 28, 29. I think it was in New York. But you get calls from all over. From New York. And then he was telling me that he got a bill from this company and he doesn't know what it is. And and his friend told him, "I bet your girlfriend got your credit card." And he kept defending her. No, she wasn't. Well, this order that they placed, I didn't take it, of course. But it was billed to him and shipped to another address, see? So I would tell him, I'm not allowed to disclose that information because that's personal. Yeah, I know. And the guy tells him, "Dile que eres el detective. Look at tu ruca and this and that. I could hear them saying that. No. And the only way I could help them, which maybe I should have done, but I did it. I said, you know what? I could get in trouble, but I'm going to give you the shipping address. Will that help you? Yes. The Bay Street or whatever. That's where she lives. You got her, dude. You got her. And I was like, and then the other dude was like, damn, she fucking swear up and down that she didn't. You're going out with the wrong kind of girl, honey. And I told her, go kick her ass. Go get on her and tell her what's up. And boom. I guess I don't know what happened. I had a lot of good stories like that. Sometimes they would send me to. It was a big building, right? And they had the sections where, okay, what I sold was like, I don't know if you've ever heard, it's plus size clothes for women. And I was very plus size. It was Lane Bryant. It was Learner's catalog. We had J.C. Penney's and we had Sears, and the rest were unknown to me. There was this expensive one, very expensive. It was called Chadwick's of Boston. No, Chadwick's of Boston. There was clothes, but let's say a little blouse like this was like $24.99 or something. Estaba caro. We had the line of Sears catalog, king size, big and tall men. Oh, with the big and tall men, I made a lot of money. Because I would be flirting with them and shit, and they would believe me. Oh, I'm going to have to come down to New York and meet you. Puro rollo. But it came out naturally because I'm like that as it is. You know, I'm like that. Very talkative, very friendly. And I could convince almost everybody that all the calls that I got to buy our promos, our promotion. The fuck? Did you guys see something? Or am I seeing things? Probably seeing things. This side doesn't work, so. Julia von the sausages. I told you. It's not to act like, oh, I'm all that bad and all this stuff. No. But I mean that my fridge is full. In fact, I'm upset because she bought churches, wasted money. We have a lot of food. But if I tell her, because I've told her before, she will just tell me, Mom, it's my money. And I just shut the fuck up. So whatever I got today, for my SSI, I went in there and bought almost $200 worth of stuff right now. I'm not lying. I just bought it right now. And the notification gets to Julia because she's the one that had the main Shane thing. She goes, ya estás comprando. Ay, ama, no te aguantas. Coming out of the hospital, and I was like, huh. And, let me show you what I got. Damn it, I can't get it up because I came and took off my pants. Mamá, dame esa Pepsi. No, ¿dónde está la de Braille? Allá arriba. Allá arriba, mija. Under that pillow. And then get me those Shane bags that are right there. There's 3. That's Julia's stuff. And I always have to buy my kids something. And Julia always gets me, hi, Mom. You're not even supposed to be buying.
Well, there's actually 2.
There should be a 3rd one.
I don't know, she's looking at.
Because I got her 3 things, 3 items. Look, I'm gonna show you, okay? Like I said, I wish I could. If I wasn't sick like this, I would get up and do the haul and show you everything. Okay. Wash it there. This is for Julia. I got her 3 things. This is Julia's favorite color. She always wears black. So, and you know, Shane and Temu, they fucking lie to you like a motherfucker. So be careful with that. Make sure you read the fine print, because I didn't. I just go by the picture and be like, oh, boom, I want that, you know. And they didn't like that. You get it here in Valley Crackers. Okay, this is like a open little sheer little lasery kind of thing that you can put on over your no matter no nagas today. Okay. So that's hers. I will probably share it. She shared her dress with me the other day for church, so I put on the dress. And then I got her this. Watch this. And what episode did Mama say that? Mama's Family? Remember when she said, watch this? ¿Te acuerdas?
Oh, with the she was making applesauce.
Oh, applesauce. Ah, pues era cuando estaba con la Portuguese. Saneida, siente. I used to love Mama's Family. I got this little blouse for Julia. She likes like this, like me, like Dolly, you know, like a little doll. But it's very big, so she might. No, but she likes loose stuff, so. And then I got her this. And I'm hoping it doesn't fit her so I can keep it. First class. Na, na, na. Sorry, I don't have the rights to that song. It's the one of. Esta. Ay, ¿cómo se llama esta? With the tree. It's a beautiful stretch jean skirt. Very, very pretty. Oh, that's a picture there. It'll probably fit her by the knee. Because if it's shorter than that, she won't take it. Ay, ¿cómo se llama? Pack it in. Let me begin. No, I'm just kidding. That's from another song that I don't have the rights to. Jump around, that song. Jump up, get down, but I don't have the rights to it. Okay, this, I had ordered 1 set of nails. It was like a really pretty bubblegum flavor, and when it got here, it was really like pink. I mean, I'll wear them, sure, but that's not what I wanted. These in the picture look very, very cute. And when I got it out, it's like, you know those jelly shoes we used to wear when we were little? But these are very hard. Pero sí me quedaron. Sí me quedaron. They look ugly, but they're actually very cute. But they're like rubber. Like rubber on my tongue. This with socks. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to sing Sugar on My Tongue again, but like I said, I don't have the rights to that song. I don't have the rights to any song. Maybe in the future I'll have the rights to sing your songs. Sí, hombre. Hi guys, I was thinking about all night about my video from yesterday, and me and Sam kept rewinding it. Ay no, estábamos a risa. I bought these khaki shorts for myself. I have to go with the 4X, but I think they're going to be too big. And if there are, when I get stuff like Sam says, just sell it. To who? I don't like selling to my friends. It feels awful. I can't sell. Now, when I was younger, I sold bolis. You know what a boli is, guys? It's a popsicle, a big giant one like this. Okay. They would sell them in Juarez for me, like for 10 or 11 cents each. And I would come over here and sell it for $1. Girl, I was banking it, let me tell you. And I would drag my little freezer. We would go to my van, right? All right, 20 minutes before school, the bell rang. I hear the bell. Before the bell rang, I would walk out there, drag me, because I had the one with the wheels. And my friend would help me, and I gave her something. I had a bag here, a purse, like a purse. It was from the Dollar Tree. It was all a while ago. But I had, and I had a shitload of napkins. So whenever they would, yo quiero limón, yo quiero esto, I want this, I want that, strawberry, blah, blah, blah. Boom, I would give it to them, and then my friend would charge them, or vice versa. And it got so good that I had to go 3 times to Juarez to get another shipment. But you gotta be very careful when you cross the bridge, because if they, usually I just would throw rollo and make them forget about come and check my trunk, you know. I would just say, oh, it's because it's my little girl's party and I'm gonna give the kids, instead of ice cream, I'm gonna give them bolis. Oh yeah, those popsicles, yeah, they would start talking to me. So get away with it. With having over 300 bolis in boxes and bags. This dress, I saw it like 2-3 years ago on somebody that I follow named Lore, and I loved it. And she said it was from Shane, but back then I didn't order. You wear this, your whole cleavage shows, and then you put this one on top. Yeah, on top, it's a t-shirt. And it has all this open. Watch us. It's very sexified, guys. Very sexified. I like it. I like it a lot. I want to wear this on Sunday. And you know, when I was working for Chadwick's of Boston, their shoes were so expensive, so expensive. But they had this brand, because you have to help them when they're like, well, I saw these shoes, but I don't know whether they were like kind of like suede and this and that. And then they would tell me, and they have this and that. So I would know. I would automatically know which ones it was. And I would say, are you talking about the Mootsie Tootsie? There you go, Mootsie Tootsie. So that was a real brand. They look big, but I have a little foot. I'm a 7. Sam's a 8 and Julia's a 9. I'm gonna wear it with this. Ajas, que perra. Pretend they're Mootsie Tootsies. So I got those 3 things for Julia. I got Jessie some slippers. Remember that I got my son-in-law ones, the green ones, and so I had ordered his and his the same day, and Jessie's never came. So I've been trying to reorder for a long time, and thank God finally came. This is where they fucked me over. I needed a silver chain because remember my gold chain that I had bought? Oh, it oxidized. It got all ugly. It's right there. So I ordered another chain, right? And it was $16. The rest of them were real cheap. Tell me why. I open it up. It is thin as fuck. And it's short. It would be choking me. I know. But only Irma would do that. So yeah, the rest was his little, like, what sandals, like, they're green, they're very pretty actually. They look like, oh, green, but no, they are very pretty. Hold on, let me pull down my shirt because I don't want you guys to see my popocazones. Popocazones, 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 popocazones. Es que se cayeron los mutsitsitsis. Yeah, they had some weird ass names for a lot of their stuff. But then later, I think we got Victoria's Secret on there. I don't remember, but I didn't work for that group. It's because like every 6 months they switch you around so you can get a feel of everything that they sell, right? And you'll be able to answer the questions and stuff. Sam, come here. Can you put this right there in the sofa there? This one's Julia's.
No, shoot.
Sorry, Mama.
Ow.
Es que se lastima. Allá. Este es el mío, esto es lo que yo agarré. Could you put this on my bed? Oh, and I bought this thing too. I'll show you right now. It's like a wooden ball, and it's a wooden ball, and it's got another little plate on the bottom. Show me that red ball thing, please.
What?
That.
What is it for?
I'll show you right now.
The stamp or what?
This. You stick the stickers that come. I don't know how many stickers came, but it was a few. You stick it on there. It's like a file for nails. This is for your dogs, for you to file the dog's nails. So I got that for the dogs. I get everybody's stuff. Now, when I got these white boots that were real pretty, my size, but it didn't have a zipper, therefore it wouldn't go in. And I was pulling. And they were my size. I gave them to my sister at church. Also some really pretty, like, jean thongs with a little heel. I couldn't wear them either. I had to give them to my friend Ceci at church. Oh. This already, but I hope he doesn't come bother me. I love this fucking Sasha. Waypoint. What the fuck is Waypoint? Sorry. One time, a long time ago, true story, I had a friend named Lorena, so I thought we were really cool, like almost best friends, right? Her daughter, April, went to school with Sam. They became really good friends. They were in special needs class. Sam looked and talked normal. Hers wasn't like FAS, fetal alcohol syndrome. And they look like they have Down syndrome. Ay, no, pobrecitos. They had a lot of kids in there, and they were all very loving to each other. But like Jimmy was in a wheelchair and could barely talk, but he would get excited and mira Jimmy, ya llegó la Samantha. You laugh and stuff. Libby, guys, Samantha has a friend named Libby. Okay, this Libby girl. Pues ya está, tiene 30, yo creo también la Libby. ¿Cuándo cumpleaños la Libby, mamá? Libby was living with the grandparents. And the grandparents but one of her sons, that's a lawyer here in El Paso, a famous one, he took over, like adopted her per se. Well, Libby would stay all week with the grandma so she could get sent to school, right? And this girl could not talk right. But she was smart, so freaking smart. This girl, when she goes up to you and she meets you, she don't say, hi, my name is Libby or anything. She'll just say, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? When's your birthday? Till you tell her. Like mine, June 5th. June 5th, okay. She will call you on June 5th and be the first one to tell you happy birthday. This is Libby. Yeah, mija? Yeah. Memorized everything. Everything. Jesus Christ. She had a job. Her uncle hooked her up with a job where, you know, they would treat her right and stuff because of her disability. But she is such a beautiful, smart girl. Beautiful, smart. And my little nieces and nephews would trip out on her because the way she talked, but she didn't care. All the time. You're just joking with you, Libby. I know. And she would always call me Carmen's mom. She never said Irma. Or lady or ma'am. She would just say Carmen's mom. When I tell you I was very fat, sometimes I would go over there in the school and see what's up, and they'd let you in as a parent, yeah? In the special needs. Yeah, I would go and knock. And whenever Gigi was really going to say, guys, say hello to Carmen's mom. La Libicia. It's Carmen's mom. It's Carmen's mom. And then I would sit down and help them tell them stories while they did their paperwork. It was always her and two assistants because it was hard to handle these kids. Mine, like 3 times, ran out into the street, out of the school. Lucky that nothing happened to her. Very, very lucky. Because that cover. I mean, she didn't know that's part of ADHD. They don't know danger. They don't know danger. Most kids, when they're little and they're ADHD, if you don't hold them by the hand, they'll fucking run. I always had Sam's hand, holding Sam's hand since she was, up until she was 14. And wait, let me go back to the story of the police. I would go to police to Juarez and buy 325, 350 bolis. And I would sell them till somebody put finger on me. And then 2 dudes came up to me and said, "Ma'am, what are you selling?" I knew it was a cop's dude. You could tell right away. The girls don't believe me when I tell them, like at Walmart, that dude right there, that's a detective. That's an undercover. Hi. They would tell me hi. One time we saw this one. And then in that Walmart, they had McDonald's. And I told them, let's get something. Yeah, I got them there. McDonald's, sat down. This dude thought that I had jacked something. Because he goes in there to order and then he sits down right next to us. And we're eating. And my girls are going like this to me, all scared. Of course I didn't take anything. I didn't take anything from then on because I used to steal a lot from Walmart and everywhere. I was very good at it. Not big shit, but little shit. Pero I stopped doing that because I knew I'd go to jail and get a record, and I didn't want that. I never had stepped foot in jail, and up until now I haven't. Uy, antes no ladraron los perros. So he sits there and he's trying to pretend and he's eating his McDonald's, and then I said, "Are you undercover?" And then he went, "Do you remember that day? Me, you, and Julia were together. Mm-hmm. We were shopping and then we got McDonald's. I told you guys, this is an undercover, guys. And you both said, ay, ma'am, no es cierto, no es cierto." And I said, yeah, look at it. He's been following me. He only has like 2 things in his shopping cart. He got something big and he put it back just to be following us. I knew it. Y luego le digo, eres un undercover, ¿verdad? He says, why do you say that? And I said, because you've been following me. And I could see it in your eyes. And then he says, well, you busted me. Yeah, I am. No, but I'm not following me. Yes, you are. And I gave you all the permission. Search my prayers, search me everywhere, search my kids. No, I know you didn't get nothing. It's because I got hungry. Y digo, ándele, no se haga. No. So handsome. And I had my purse there. And he was right here next to me. I opened it and I told him, no, conduct me, huh? Get a female, let her search me. When I used to steal, this was my hiding spot. If I was still makeup or eyeliners or whatever, and nobody was looking at everything in my boobs. Plus my wallet, plus my phone, everything. So I told him, you know what? I did used to shoplift a lot. And then I said, but not here at Walmart. But I did. Not here at Walmart because they got too many cameras. I said that, but guys, I stole a lot from every damn store. All my friends knew it. A lot of my friends did it also. I had just one friend, okay? I can't say her name. She was hooked up with this guy. The guy was the son of one of my best friends, older friends. Him and her, I don't know if it was on a daily or when, but they would go like to Walmart, Sears, ¿cómo se llama? El Best Buy, where they have electronics. I don't know how they did it, but they would get big screens, TVs, and walk right out like nothing. And the thing never beeped. And they were never asked to see your receipt. They were like they knew how. And then he would get home, start making some calls. You know what? I got let's say an 80-inch, selling it for $200 when it was worth almost $1,000. Boom! People would buy everything from them. Everything, but more electronics, cell phones, everything, beepers, everything. And I always wanted to tell them to hook me up with a big ass TV, but because I was a thief myself and knew the risks and everything, I would say no, because if they follow them and they don't know they're following them, come to my house and sell me that stolen TV. I always thought that they were going to come. You know what I mean? But yeah. I had a lot of friends that stole. The other day when I was at Walmart, I go into the makeup department. Always. Whatever ladies in the counter will look at me all weird like, are you going to steal? I swear to God. I'm in my little wheelchair, electric wheelchair. Sam's in back of me, or Jessie with the big shopping cart. Sometimes all four of us go in there, and Julia's looking for her stuff, and I'm looking for mine. Oh, which I just collected my hair last night, look. Pero no me agarró bien, mira, ahí están todas las canotas. But anyways, they'll follow me around. They don't care that, oh no, she's an older lady with glasses and she's in the wheelchair. She went in there. Right away they say that's the cover-up. And we get a lot of stuff like my liner here for the eyebrows, my liner for lips, liner in there, liquid on the top, makeup powder, blushes, eyeshadows. I have a lot of eyeshadows. I'm not going to buy no more. In fact, where's it? The other day, I went through my makeup box. Did you see the colors that were here on the table, Mommy? The plastic bag with eyeliners?
No.
Mira aquí abajo, señor. That's
Have
a
you seen
sandwich
them
bag with...
already are? Julio the one that was cleaning it
A ver, quita la churches.
earlier. How
Está
they
ahí
gonna
atrás,
get
¿verdad?
squished? No, mira, nada.
Va, y ahorita la acabo de ver when I was setting up. I have a sandwich bag that's full of the... Oh, I've been looking for this for a long time. Finally found it. Because my things get misplaced all the time. This is my powder that I buy at Walmart, por cierto. So I had bought it, Shane or Timo. I don't remember. Because I would buy a lot of stuff from Timo too, before. Oh. Trying to look. Sorry guys, excuse me. I don't like the way they color. There's two of these at Walmart, watch. One is as cheap as brand and the other one is more expensive. Did you just fart?
No.
Oh. There's this brand.
You found it, you will?
Yeah, it was over here by my cola.
Make some more tea.
Something Loom or something. These, okay? So you buy it, you think that it's the shimmery blue. You put it on, it goes on real light. You have to fucking do it, and I don't like that. And now they have another one over here. So now I know because the real ones that I get now. Okay. These are the real ones. When you get those, you gotta get the brand that says multi. This one, you barely go like this and it goes on real good. And one of them I have them upside down, the blue one here, because it was the wrong one. It was this cheaper brand. No, este es gold, este sí lo uso. Silver and gold. I got a white one that I got for the inside, and it was too white. And then the other one was a white glittery, so I gotta get rid of one of them. And at Walmart I get my... Anyways, these are the real ones. These are the real McCoys. And these, I bought them, and it was like all these for, I don't know, cheap at Temu or Shein. And nah, they go on very light. You have to press down a lot, and if you press down, the little tip breaks. Nah, I'm gonna give these away. I tell you, I can't sell them to friends. I even had friends that tell me, "Oh, really? I didn't fit you? Sell it to me." And you know, I can't. Because I'm used to giving, giving free. So, my friend Candy, shout out to Candy. She has a little girl. How old is Noeli? Como 7? Como 7 or 8. Esta niña, she's so beautiful. Ella es bien coqueta. If she can, she will go get herself some little baby nails. Press on nails. There's nothing to do at the house. She'll get her mom's makeup and start putting it on. Back in the day when I was very young, woo, if you were putting makeup on your kid, everybody would jump down your ass. But, ya se me comí todo. I mean, es que tenía mucha hambre because I wasn't supposed to eat breakfast nor no water after 7, I think it was. And my stomach was growling over there big time because they called me like in 15 minutes, okay? And I was going to be the first one.
Hello, lover.
So they started prepping me and everything. And Julia stayed there with me until they were going to start, putting the IVs in. Because she had Jesse in the car dressed for school with his backpack. ¿Qué estás comiendo, güey? You're mashed, right? She's eating the mashed potatoes. I love the mashed potatoes from churches.
Mac and cheese.
Oh, mac and cheese. But and the mac and cheese.
Just need to
I don't
save
eat
some
them.
for Jeff.
I need to eat. I don't eat them because me or Julia will just buy the little. I keep thinking I have a black string there. We'll just buy the meal, If there's more money, I'll buy the meal that has more sides, or the regular meal with the sides and 2 boxes of chicken, so they can eat it the whole weekend on it. Pero si se cansan estos ya. Y ahora que están más grandes, they'll go like, it's because we already ate pizza yesterday, and I'll be buying like 3 or 4 boxes. Shit like that, Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyways, I have to rest for I should be back to normal. He said in 5 to 10 days, maybe, depending on how well I recover from what I did. I don't want to tell you because it's very embarrassing. But anyways, I had that procedure done and I have to do it again on the other side. So, but I did put on Facebook that I was going to get a procedure done and please pray for me. And that's why I always tell you guys, pray for me, I'll pray for you. I do pray for you guys. I cannot say fulano sotano mangana because it's over 1,000. But I know who to pray for harder whenever they tell me that they need prayer here in my comments and stuff. Like my friend Christy, she's not sick, but she had 2 deaths in the family, and it's very painful for her, pobrecita. So she's always down, and I go put her little sticker and stuff, and she's starting to get into the channel, and because how I recommend you guys movies here, and she said, "Have you seen this movie?" No, it's on YouTube. I don't know what she said. I think it's YouTube. I'm gonna go watch it right now before I go mimis. I'm just waiting for my food to go down. But we already talked an hour, practically, you guys. Why do you guys make me talk so much? Ooh. Guys, yesterday, sometimes I feel like I should have been a tea page, because I love the chisme. The best tea page that I love is Yellow Rich. If you guys want to follow her, she covers Ashley Trevino. She covers this girl that's está loca. Sinceramente está loca. Her name is not Sophia, but with a T. Sophia, and then their last name is Chu. Sophia Chu. And she's always getting in trouble. And they have had a lawyer from YouTube there, and all their little faces, like 3 or 4 faces. And Miss Sofia, you cannot be telling fulana de tal, eso es muy personal, or whatever. Well, she's always talking about, y no se deja, y que sigue, sí, ay no. But she's always saying, okay, this was the shit with her. She got more famous because she started asking people if they could send her $500,000 because she wanted to buy a house and be very comfortable for her and her mom and her dad. El papá también está. The dad has his channel also, and he'll go online and be supposedly making out with us, and he'll be going, "Give me making out with you." Ay, no, está loco ese güey. And then the mom was, she looks exactly like Sofia, but the mom is like Mexican, yeah, but she's very light skinned, and she's very sick, pobrecita, and she's always coughing really loud. And Sofia will be there eating. Uy, and then I feel like texting in there, fuck, go get at least a bottle of water for your mom. No mames. Es muy fea, así. Chale. I don't want to be her friend, you know. But I like watching her because I like the chisme. I like the stupid shit she does or says. And she's always talking about politics and stuff that I don't know nothing about. I don't even register to vote, guys. I don't know nothing about politics. I don't know about this governor from I don't know where he's running for I don't know what, and he did this and that. I don't know nothing. Nothing. All I can tell you is that because of what I've learned, John Kennedy was the best president in my eyes. To me, he's the one that opened up like SSI and food stamps and Medicaid and Medicare for low income. So my kids, my girls were in Medicaid since they were little till they turned 18. They don't have it anymore. Jesse has Medicaid. I'm not ashamed to say it because a lot of us have money problems, you know. It's go take your kid to the doctor. It's like $65 just for the consulta, you know, just for the visit. Plus, you know, whatever test they got to run on you, analysis, whatever, blood work. Oh, no. It's expensive. Now, there are those, everybody tells me, there are those, what you call them, free clinics, but they're not free. Where they go by based on your income and they'll give you an insurance card where you could pay, like, let's say $20 a visit to a hospital instead of hundreds. The last time I checked, if you called an ambulance to your house to pick you up, they were, back then, $600. And then, fuck yeah, they'd send you the bill. And they stopped, they don't give, it's very hard to get all these helps nowadays. You have to prove that you really need it. Like me, yeah, I was married, but I was considered I consider myself a single parent. Why? Because my husband worked at a ranch like 45 minutes away. And I lived over here. And meanwhile, we were fixing his papers. Look, I have a lot of messages that are coming in from our church group chat because I told him, since 6 in the morning, guys, please pray for me. But I have the procedure done. Well, I told him since last night, and my pastora and Rachel told me something nice. And then this morning I posted again because today in the morning I was very nervous. You know, because even though my Julia says, "Hi, Ma, todo va a estar bien, everything's going to be fine." And Sam too, "Hi, Mom, nothing's going to happen to you." But deep down inside, you know, how many things have gone wrong when you think that it's just a simple procedure? They're going to put you out, knock you out. How do you know if you're going to come back? You know what I mean? So I start shitting bricks always. When I was there, Julia was next to me. I started crying a little. And then when she was going to leave, I looked at her and she tells me, "Why are you looking at me like that?" I don't know what face I made to her. But I told her, "Will you give me a kiss?" And she did right here. And when she walked away and left, I was crying. Because I'm not very kissy with them. I was with Sam. With Julia, I don't remember being so attached to her. She was smart. Es que la Julia era totally different from Sam. Totally different. With Sam, it was like I had to take care of her more. Because, you know, her ADHD and stuff. With Jesse, we enjoyed him a lot. Because when I had my Julia, I went through postpartum depression. And I didn't know what it was. And I remember I talked to you about this guy last time. But, I tell you, so when when I had Jesse, not even knowing I could get pregnant, and I was already 43. God blessed me at 43 and finally gave me my little boy that I always wanted. I always wanted a little boy. This little boy. You could look up my old pictures on Facebook. One year I would dress him like a little cowboy. When he was like 2 and 3, little. And the next year, I dressed him like a cholo with his tanditos. And one thing, I always had him his silver chain, silver esclavita, or gold and gold. Not rings, because I always thought he'd get it. See, I took off my rings, because you know how they tell you to take off everything. This, I'm not going to open it yet. I'm going to wait a little bit more. Let me throw this away. Far away. Ricochet, take your aim. I love that song. But I don't have the rights to it, so I cannot sing it. Thank you. I'll play it on my guitar. I'll play it on my little piano. So I have a guitar and I have Julia has a little electric organ. Guys, did I tell you that? I showed you, right? That I bought a dress that's so sexy. But it's halter top, okay? I love halter tops. But I can't wear them because these melons. You put it on. I finally found a strapless bra que me quedó. But when you take off the straps, and they're so heavy, they do start going. And, but you know what I'm thinking? Because I at Walmart had bought some clear straps. I'm going to figure out a way to sew them in there. And that way I can wear all my sex. I have a lot of sexy. I love tube tops and this kind of blouses and straps here. And I love that shit. And I could still wear that halter top dress and go to church. Although it's a little nasty boys. But I just put on I bought a white jean blaze vest, a jean one, white and black and jean. Yeah, well, you could put that over. Nobody will tell that your back is all descubierto. Plus that you could see the big old ugly bra. No, I would just wear a regular bra and just put the saco like this. You know what I mean? That's what me and Julia do. That's why I got her that little blazer. If you only knew how many I have. Remember a while back, it was real popular to wear a dress, and then on top a little thing that was real way down to the floor, and it was like sheer material, like velo, and everybody was wearing them. I have a lot of those there. Not a lot. Maybe like 4. Vests. I have vests. I have blouse vests. When I bought my pink cowboy hat, and then I went and bought it's called a halo, and it goes under, and then you have the little string, and it'll look like it's your hair. But I know, yo le quito los strings, and I will hot glue it to my hair. So that one, the pink one has blonde hair. And I had 2 cowboy hats here, but they already moved them because I didn't get to doing them. And I have one pelos con huevos here. Hold on. Mama, you see the pelos con huevos? You see the little plastic that has hairs in there? It has a little...
Plastic that has hairs? No. What's this? A chupon?
Oh, candy. Tastes like a candy.
Can I have the thing?
Guárdalo. Está way. Can I have it? Thanks.
Okay.
I think it's this. Wait, no, it's not. Those are the chicharrones. And Samantha that loves the chilinas ya ni le entró. Anyways, it's there, and it's in this plastic. And it's a halo, so I'm gonna put that on my hat. I have put it on the pink hat, and I have another white cowboy hat and a little black one. And this is all for you guys, for your entertainment. I won't go out like that with my wigs because Because one of my pastora said, "Hola, Irma," and she went like this. My wig fell to the ground, and everybody thought it was hilarious. But everybody knows I wear wigs because I'll go like with red hair one day, or blonde with black with blonde. You've seen my wigs.
Happy birthday to you. Scam and then I. Scam and then I.
Not her birthday. Stupid. Okay, so yeah, it's here
No,
somewhere.
I sang it to the one that called me from Scam, and then
Oh,
I,
this is a scam
and I
caller.
hanged
Caller.
up.
She hung up. Guys, let's see if I talk to you about that. My prank calls that I did. And I loved it so much. And all the kids in my neighborhood where I was at, we would all hang around in my house and just take turns scamming people. And, no. And then, man, speak to, like if there was a vato named Joe Gay. May I speak to Mr. Gay? And then we'd all be listening on speaker. And this así. I need to ask you, how long have you loved having dick up your ass? And shit like that. It was funny. Tu padrino. One of them is her padrino, Gilbert. But yeah, we had a really good time back there in my house. I'm gonna let you go now. Have you guys seen that girl on TikTok that goes, and she's driving and she's going like this. And then she'll be like, roll down the window, and they roll it down, and then she rolls down hers, and you see her going, and they roll it back the window, or they start laughing. She does that, and then she'll go. She's fucking hilarious. I always did that type of shit too with my friend Nana, because era bien silly, and I got her to be silly too. All my friends were silly like that. Bueno, nos vamos, y bye. Pray for me, I pray for you. Right now I'm going to go to sleep so I can feel, más chida and get over this thing.